Good afternoon, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. Today is Friday, July 10th, and our topic is the knowing of the Buddha. July theme is Mrs. Dhamma's effort, which is basically that room's not going to clean itself. On Monday, we looked at theory and practice, and today we're going to pick up where we left off with the knowing of the Buddha, a little deeper dive into practice. On Fridays, we look at making amends, repairing relationships, restoring our practice where we might have fallen off. Please check the description box for this and other episodes. In about 24 hours, there will be a closed caption version with a transcript available. There will also be the super thanks button, and we'd encourage you to take a look at those. It takes about a day. We do guided meditation in the hopes that participants will get enough interest and gain enough skills in meditation that they'll want to practice this at home or in your own garden on your own bat. You can use silence or birds or chanting. There are many things you can use for a soundtrack. In this practice, our first part is samatha or serenity. We do that for about 10 minutes, and then we shift to panya or wisdom. Some people say vipassana, but it always goes in that direction. First, we get serene, then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. We want to say thank you to Mrs. Dhamma for the flower arrangement, and to Dhamma G and Eriko, Ian, Brian, Mike, Ozzy, Sam, Mitsuko. Thanks for your support. And with that, on my mark. On Fridays, we always start with the Dhammapada, verses 3 through 5. He abused me, attacked me, defeated me, robbed me. For someone hostile like this, hatred does not end. Thanks, Dhammaji. Appreciate it. He abused me, attacked me, defeated me, robbed me. For someone not hostile like this, hatred ends. For hatred never ends through hatred. By non-hate alone does it end. This is an ancient truth. So we are taught that it's our thoughts that lead us to our delusions, our resentments, our moods. And this is exactly why we meditate, to calm our mind, tame our heart, and take a good look at ourselves. We look at our thoughts, we examine them, see them for what they are, and we let them go. And one of the things that we find is if we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. But if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life on life's terms, we find complete serenity. And what we learn is that we're as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. Now we need to say a word about the human condition. Our human existence consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates. and they are our body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that the 5 khandhas are like a ball of molten lead, white hot, no place we can touch it. We can't touch it on the top or the sides without burning ourselves badly. So we look at it and we don't touch. We leave it alone. As meditators, we have 3 duties, and they are mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment. Mindfulness. In this group, we use the ball of light, and we focus on that as it goes in through our nose, down past our heart to our stomach, and back out the same way. We also listen to the Dhamma talk, not to get attached to the Dhamma talk, but to let the words wash over us and seep into our consciousness. Our second duty is collectedness. And collectedness, another word for that would be concentration. This means when outside issues intrude. When, not if. They will intrude. We gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose. Watch it go down past my heart to my stomach and back out the same way. And our last duty as a meditator is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now, to be peaceful, copacetic, calm, at one. And that's now, not on Thursday or the day after tomorrow, but now. So I guess in a word, you could say mindful, collected, and content. In a word, you could say peaceful. And if we can be peaceful for just a few seconds in today's meditation, we can, as we go through this weekend and look back on our week, we can stitch together little packets of peace. Just stretch them out a little bit, just a little more, add a little more, like that. And we look up and we go, holy cow, it's been an hour and I have not had an angry, resentful, fearful thought for an hour. How did that happen? Well, how indeed. This weekend, we look back on what we've been doing, and we will find that there may be some suboptimal interactions with people, maybe some things that we could have done a little bit better. And here are 4 questions that we can ask when we review our past week, our past day, the last 15 minutes. 1, when I'm looking at these events, Am I minimizing my part and exaggerating theirs, perhaps through a sense of entitlement? I feel like somebody owes me something, and when they don't give it to me, I get very cross. 2, was I setting myself up as a victim? Maybe. Maybe I set unrealistic standards for how things were going to be. And then when people didn't live up to those standards, I exploded. How dare you? Don't you know who I think I am? Kind of like our young friend here, Sinum. Third question, am I expecting people to be something they are not? And this is a big part of family relationships. We often have unrealistic expectations of people. I know Uncle Jack very well. I've known him all my life. And yet somehow I expect that Uncle Jack is going to be something other than Uncle Jack. How realistic is that? Maybe I should just let Jack be Jack. How about that? And finally, was I expecting perfection in this life? Knowing what I know, did I think everything was going to be perfect? Does that make any sense? Not much. And for beginners, that's the first half. That's about 10 minutes, and that's perfectly satisfactory for an initial practice. In the second half, we move into Panya, and Monday we looked at theory. Today I want to go a little deeper into the practice. You know, somebody might tell me what an orange tastes like, but whatever the description is, however accurate it is, it's going to miss what the actual experience is. It's going to be incomplete. On the other hand, if I taste an orange, I need no further explanation. For the rest of my life, I know what an orange tastes like. And this is what the Buddha meant by the knowing. The Buddha stressed the need to experience the Dhamma directly through our personal practice. Listening to Dhamma talks is fine. Reading holy scriptures is fine. All that kind of stuff. But there's no substitute for the actual practice of meditation. Here's what Ajahn Chah said. The Buddha did not teach about the mind and its psychological factors so that we'd get attached to the concepts. His sole intention was that we would recognize them as impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not self. Once the meditator's mind comes to this understanding, no doubt remains. There's no need to ask anyone else. And that's Ajahn Chah. So this realization comes from our personal experience with meditation. We can't cheat by looking into the soul of the boy sitting next to us. The Buddha based his teaching on right view, which is part of the Eightfold Path. That's under the Panya, or wisdom. And what that means is that this is the way the world is. The Four Noble Truths he taught that the Buddha taught that there is suffering. Suffering is caused by attachment. Suffering ceases with non-attachment. And the way leading to non-attachment is the Eightfold Path. The path itself consists of 3 subsidiary streams: sila, or ethical conduct; samadhi, or meditation. Some people say mental concentration; and panya, or wisdom, and they work together. In some iterations, you hear it go panya, sila, samadhi, and that's perfectly okay. It always goes in that order, though. Ethical conduct is necessary before we can sit in meditation. And these 3 streams work together. Vipassana is the more common word you hear a lot. And vipassana means insight, which is something we use to acquire wisdom. Panya, or wisdom, is the big deal, and the tool to get there is vipassana. Vipassana meditation helps us understand the quirks of our monkey mind and our unruly thoughts. When we examine our intentions and actions with clear comprehension, we can see that our behavior is driven by delusions. We just think stuff up. Our conduct is then twisted by 2 things: sensual desires and mental formations. That is, our actions are deformed by attachment to sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and tactile sensations, the sensual desires, and by obsessions of the mind. This is what we study in meditation. And when we do, wisdom arises. We see what the Buddha saw, that they are all impermanent, anicca; unsatisfactory, dukkha; and not the self, anatta. We look at them and we let them go. So in practical terms, how do we do this? That's all very airy-fairy. Let's try it like this. However much we want life to be this way or that way, life is already just the way it is. And we've got a choice. We can accept it or not, but refusing to accept it is not going to change reality, because the universe doesn't care what I think. 2 practical tools that we can use to help us review our past week, day, 15 minutes. 2 tools are acceptance and gratitude. Acceptance is the antidote to obsessions. When I adjust my perspective using right view, my insistent craving and grasping, my addiction to changing the universe subsides somewhat. I come to see the futility of trying to manipulate and control others, my wife, my kids, the guy across the street, the country I live in. And I let them be, or not. But make no mistake, if I set out to control my wife, my kids in Japan, I should probably pack a lunch. This could take a while. The second tool is gratitude. And gratitude is the antidote to self-pity and depression and being a sad sack. Oh, poor me, poor me. When I feel heavy laden and sore oppressed, I have a choice. I can describe the darkness, or I could light a candle. One of these things is helpful and useful. One of these is not. You decide. The hardest math in the world is counting our blessings, but it is also the most useful math in the world. The many blessings that we have been given by the universe, by God, a God of your understanding, whatever that might be, your family, the people around us, are too numerable to count. And if we pay attention to them, that's what we see. And if we pay attention to darkness, that's all we see. It's unreasonable for us to think that we can be happy, joyous, and free 24/7. Just tickled pink to be here all the time. But we meditate, we examine our monkey mind, see it for what it is, and let it go. When we drift, we study the Dhamma and we get right back to acceptance and gratitude. We calm down, do the next right thing, and leave outcomes to God. So this weekend, as we look back on our previous week and see what we could have improved, if we find ourselves restless, irritable, or discontent, please stop, take a deep breath, excuse yourself, step into the next room and close the door. Put your earphones in, cue up this recording, and imagine a ball of light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Dhammaji. One Chuck, might I say, what's up, Chuck? One Chuck, it is antique and it was purchased in Thailand at a monastery. But nice try, anyway. Thank you for coming. We hope to see you again. Please, our next meditation will be on Monday, which will be the 13th of July, and that'll be at 8:45 a.m. Japan time. Thank you, Dhammaji. And if you're already here, you know how to get here. If not, if you're listening to this afterwards, which most people do, if you go to today, July 10th, in Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children, the homepage for that YouTube channel, you will find in the description box for today's reading a little 3-step thing for how to get in here. And you're most welcome to come, including you, Say Num. Come on down. If this was useful, please give us a like, a comment, or share with others. Consider giving us a super thanks, although that's only available tomorrow. And by the way, Daily Dhamma, A Letter to Our Children, the book upon which our channel and these meditations is based, is now available for a free download on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're interested and you've got Kindle Unlimited, go to Amazon and you can download it. So thank you very much, and we will see you. I'll see you again very soon, Dhammaji, and namaste.